From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yellow. Hey, yellow, go.
Right to the air is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Chiefs are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Hey, 57 colors.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. A give right side for Pacheco. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect?
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
43. Yellow.
Here's Pacheco once again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Right side.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
To throw, it's Rodgers. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Chiefs, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing is Rodgers. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Davante Adams. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running left to give to Pacheco. Able to spin free. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Rodgers now to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. To throw is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. That one taken in by Corley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Take it in left side. It's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and bearing him behind the line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
26. Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here now a third down and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And boy, he did all he could, but he's going to finally be stopped a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
All right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 5. Hall again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
26.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Hey, Riblet.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yellow, yellow. 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Fight on these two.
Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And the half will begin with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Rodgers to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope it didn't come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 626.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Amari Cooper, 62 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Chris Jones on the stop.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.